Hello, how's it going? Alright, so this time around, hopefully this will work. This is attempt, what's it? This is attempt number 5 now. Basically, I've been running into endless technical issues, which I'm hoping I finally have resolved at this point. So, just a bit of a heads up. You know, there may be coughing. I apologize. Still a bit sick on this end, but, you know, it is how it is. And hopefully this mute button works. So, yeah. Anyway, these are the folks that just got sent out. I know for a fact they're not going to make it to this one on time, but there's a chance that these guys will be able to shoot it down. So these can return to base, because, once again, I know for a fact that they're not going to catch it. Since I've been reliving these forward like 5 or 6 seconds like friggin' Groundhog Day over and over. Why are we not moving forward in time here exactly? Why is time frozen? Excuse me? Huh. Alright. So, for whatever reason, time seems very different at this point. As in, this seems to be completely stopped. This seems to be going at 1 second. This seems to be going at about, like, I don't know, 10 seconds. And this seems to be more than that, which I guess is fine given the speed of the game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what changed. Alright. Conveniently, I can also make the volume go up and down with my handy little button dealy here. But yeah, I needed to pick up a new headset for work since, well, it seems like my daughter munching on the last one might potentially have ruined it a little bit. But it's fine, I was due to get another one at some point anyway. So here we are. Now, what did I build here last time? I want to say I wanted to build another garage and general stores. Probably a medical center, actually. And there we go. Research-wise, there's nothing to really be researched at this point. Planes-wise... Oh yeah, let's get this transferred over to the US. Because, yeah, the US is going to be having issues. This is weird as far as time is concerned. You know what, actually, I wonder if my new recording or non-recording button potentially caused this. Where are my geoscape controls? Nope. I don't know. I guess we're just maxed out at this now. So... I don't know, Karam, you tell me. Did I break something? Actually, it's funny because I messed with a lot of things and none of them were to do with the game. But since last time, since I kept having freezing issues and lagging issues and everything else, went and double-checked the software on pretty much every program I use, went and defragged all my drives, went ahead and did a mass cleaning of the thing, took the laptop apart, proceeded to go and like clean out all the insides of the thing, which seemed to have kind of worked. It seems to be running a bit better now, so there's that. So we should probably send out the One Vision. Go take a... Actually, no, let's send the taco stand planes out. Now let's send out the One Vision too. Go faster. We can probably go by and take a look at every single city they're passing on the way. I guess that's as far as you can zoom in. Well, that's fascinating. Alright. Ah, that delicious tea. So, yeah. So last time, when I was going and chugging tea for that last episode, man, I did not realize that tea that I had was, let's just say I was digging through tea there. I found some box of Chinese tea. I couldn't really read it. And I thought that this was just regular herbal tea or whatever. Come to find out after the fact that this stuff was caffeinated as hell. So, like, I'm already feeling sick. 6 cups into some hyper-caffeinated Chinese whatever. It just turns out that, yeah, that's enough to make your brain go friggin' nuts. And it turns out on the whole sickness thing, well, it wasn't just a cough or a cold or whatever else. It turns out it was viral, what was it? Ooh. Hang on, center on you. Viral bronchitis and... what was the other one? Conjunctivitis. So, like, pretty much everything going wrong is basically what happened there. So, you know, why don't you go after this one? Why don't you pretend you can reach this one? And let's see how that works out. It's all very slowly travel to each other. Actually, on this one, do we have the Intrepid ready? Yes, we do. Go on, Intrepid, make this happen. So if you're wondering why I called it the Intrepid, as I mentioned before, all the planes are going to be named after fallen units that have actually accomplished something and or were notable in some way. So the Intrepid is Fanfare's AC from Armored Core 3. Yeah, figures. These F-18s, I don't know why I bought more of them. They don't seem to be able to accomplish much. Alright, let's do this thing.
Coming in at 5905.
Nobody wants to tell me about their 300 cardboard? What? Are they actually moving or not? So everything's in slow-mo now, I guess. That's interesting. Alright, so we got max speed going. They're almost an entire square in. Plus side, there's so far from any excuse to lose now. In fact, let's have you do a bit of a roll. Oh, we get to see that slow-mo rolling animation. So have you do the same thing. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that JPEG do that sexy flip right there. Right. So, like, this is cool, but kind of obnoxious. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure there's no feature in place to actually let me save right now either. To try and exit and redo this. So we're just doing this. So, we can discuss current events. Are waiting for these planes to travel like 10 feet. Ah, crap. Didn't get to my button on time. Well, anyway. Yeah, it looks like there might actually be good news in crap for once. It's kind of nuts. That apparently North Korea is dismantling all their crazy crap that they've been working on. That whole Korean War thing might actually be over. So, you know, it's one of those, thank God, and that CIA guy probably, and absolutely nobody else in charge, I guess. Crap, didn't get to my button again. There we go, got to my button on that one. Alright, well. I mean, they might get there next week, I guess. I can't even imagine what would cause this, either. This is like... I don't even... I'm messing with my volume buttons here to see if for some reason that's having some double meaning or something. Can I save and exit? No. Escape doesn't do anything. Ugh. Yeah, I guess downside of this whole cold thing, though, ended up kind of forcibly quarantining myself off the family trip this weekend. So, just kind of chilling and recovering kind of a situation. Ah. Endless coughing, endless tea. So one thing I can't help but notice, as far as missiles are concerned for these guys, I feel like their missile counts are dramatically higher. And actually, for that matter, I don't think auto-resolves count for damaging their missile count. Because running the same thing over and over, basically just ran into the same situation of trying to auto-resolve it, it would always decide that first one lost for some reason. And ultimately that, ultimately it did not cause the thing to be out of missiles for its second fight, which they usually tended to be in the original, I thought. Again, I could just be wrong on that. But who knows. Alright, good. They might actually get to the point of getting shot at soon. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Maybe this was the problem. Why it was only 73%. They knew that they would have to fly through the jelly clouds. Come to think of it, I think there was an old DOS game like this that ran at about the same speed. But that's the funny thing. It's some kind of glitch because, you know, it's not even running slow or anything. It's just doing this. It's somehow mixed up all of these. Okay, so it has shot it out of its crotchular regions. So we'll have this one probably evade to the right. Where's my button? It's okay, maximum speed, go for the button, have a cough. Have some tea, pet the cat. I guess we should evade now, huh? Alright, there we go. Oh man, that urgent evasion, though. I don't know if we can handle it. It's too fast. It's just too fast. Wait, that has a fuel level? I never even realized that. Cool. I almost wonder how this kind of system would look if they made it for an Armored Core game. Alright, you're going to want to go left eventually. Let you pop off a single missile before then, I think. Or not quite. Come on. You know you want to fire. Alright, you guys gonna shoot those missiles at some point? Alright, why don't you pop a right turn? Why don't you pop a left turn? Or can he not do that yet? I'm telling him to, but he doesn't seem to... Dude. Okay, I did tell him to move. There we go. Life in the fast lane. Get some danger zone going over this. I mean, there's never been less of an excuse to lose. Granted, I did accomplish the the unaccomplishable of losing 100% auto-resolve, so there's that. This was only 73%. Danger is real. But, Also, I love that their fuel level numbers don't actually match, however that works. Alright, so you, gonna fire some of those Sidewinders at some point there, buddy? Man, if it turns out this mute button hasn't been working this whole time, this thing is gonna sound nightmarish. Alright, I want you slowing down, actually. Making a little bit sharper of a turn. Getting all up in this guy's bunghole. Also, I find it funny. Like, I was mentioning it in that part that technically got ruined, but the fact that the Mauser has even shorter range is just a little bit hilarious. It's like, this has no range to speak of anyway. It's like, what? This is like friggin' 3 feet? It's not actually 3 feet, but you know what I mean. Okay. He did 1% damage. He did 2% damage. Oh man. It's getting real now. And he might eventually lock on with another missile. If nothing else, this at least helps to understand the mechanics a lot more. Let's probably have you make a evasive roll to the left. Go for a little bit sharper of an angle. Just to make up for his turning here. This one seems to still be pursuing this one, kind of a U-turn type situation. Alright, this one's showing medium damage now. Go for as sharp of a turn as you can. Turn off the afterburners, because I'm assuming that'll give you better maneuverability. Don't know why I'm thinking vulnerability. But you can probably afford to speed up a little bit. Get that last missile in place. Oof. Eventually. I have to call this thing Highway to the Jelly Zone. This thing is friggin'... No, Highway to the Molasses Zone. There we go. Alright. Is that heavy yet? Good. I think it's actually heavy now. This is what it takes to win. Doing it in ridiculously slow-mo. I actually wish that this feature was, or rather that this speed was normally available. Is it fair to call this a feature? This feels like a feature. Alright. So he's going to try to finish him off, but we're going to need at least one more missile from number 8 here. The currently unnamed ones. I think I'd rename these to the Stash and the Independence Day. On one of the saves, anyway. Also, I guess the 50 to 150% thing possibly applies to the weapons, although it feels like 0 to 100 maybe. Because, like, right there, it did no damage that time. So it feels like it's doing percentages, or parts of a percent. Loading missile. It is stuck at 30%. Alright, there we go. I think we might actually have this. Turn that off. Should not have had him going so fast. Let's make probably a left turn here. Make him do a little bit of an L turn here. Okay, he's up to critical. Once this missile loads, I think we're in business. Kinda wish I knew what the cooldown was on their roll, though. I don't know what determines that. Is that the kill? Almost, but I think with this strafe we'll do it. He's getting within the firing arc. See, this is a perfect example of the other day. I was watching this thing where it was like you'd never want super speed, but super perception would be the greatest friggin' superpower you could ever get. Dang it, I thought he was gonna roll away all cool-like and get the kill shot there. Alright, you both need to speed up. And make this happen. I'm gonna be pissed if they get into we can't get back to base territory now. Alright, come on. Do it! I want Corsairs, dang it. These things suck. Come on, you slow bastards. I literally can't make this go any faster, so let's just make this happen. Should probably go let Sharon know about this whole thing. It's funny because I keep seeing that name and thinking of Karam from Silent Line, which again I know that there's pretty much no odds of overlap of like the friggin' X Division and Armored Core communities, but still. So Karam's whole deal was okay, so the whole deal with Armored Core basically is just think about mechs but just made with Legos. Like, it's just a crap ton of parts, and the whole idea is that just they're not exactly ideal. Like, there's a whole bunch of different corporations and pretty much several apocalypses over future, and a bunch of corporations have like a bunch of standardized units and whatever else that they use for most things, but then they leave all specialized tasks to what is basically a bunch of mercenaries that are in customizable machines. And you basically just slap them together from different categories of parts and hope that whatever you're going to run into is going to die from whatever you have with you. Now, it's a lot more interesting than it sounds. It's actually, there was this little gap that I personally really, really loved in the series that usually gets referred to as early 3rd gen, which were two games in particular, Armored Core 3 and Silent Line, wherein... Yes! Finally! Oh, crap. I hope that last cough didn't get in there. I apologize if it did. I thought I hit the button on time. Anyway. So, something finally happened there. What are we doing here? This is weird. It feels like a whole new situation now. Get there. I just want to see if there's some kind of crazy slow-mo going on within the thing, too. So what I found out last time, and yes, this is my first Foxtrot. Yes, I've already tried it now. Is that that instead of going and being like a kind of a barrage dumpster or missile boat, whatever you want to call it, it's still a missile boat, but it needs 4 separate lock-ons for its torpedoes. So a little bit worse at hit and runs, but a little bit better in terms of longevity. So potentially it could actually be useful against fighters now if you put the sidewinders on there. One thing I would like, and I haven't actually checked to see that this isn't the case. Sorry. I haven't actually checked to see that this isn't the case, but I would hope that it would carry 6 sidewinders as opposed to 4, just because of how little they seem to do. But I would assume it would have to carry more, given its, stuff there. 10%. Alright.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh god, this is just as slow as before. What have I done? Alright. So odds are I'm going to end up speeding this up in the final version. So expect an edit. But either way, we'll deal as we'll deal. Okay. Gonna have to call you the molasses. Come on. Come on now. Come on. I really hope it's not permanently in this condition. I mean, it shouldn't be, right? Probably should have saved and reloaded. In fact... I was about to say I saved right before this. Maybe I should just save and reload it. Nah, looks like we're locked in for now. Because honestly, just leaving the map would probably take another billion years. So, there's that. Well, let's see. Funny stories. Well, had just come back from going outside for a sec. Saw this guy with an AT&T truck. Had to go and ask the guy if they actually finally start having service here, because I'm sure everyone's got their nightmare stories with Comcast, but man, I've never seen them as frustrating as it is since coming here. Like, I kid you not, my bill is supposed to be $60, right? Like, when I first came here, it was supposed to be $80, but they kept trying to screw me over until finally they ended up just saying, okay, we'll, you got us on our BS, we'll go ahead and, add some services, and also it's $60 now. Look, we're all good now. You can not go ahead and file stuff against us. So, at any rate, then they repeatedly keep trying over and over to, like, increase the bill from 20 to 200 extra bucks. And then every single time they're like, oh, no, it was just always this way, you just never notice somehow. Like, it's really crappy, I gotta say. Like, I've seen them pull a lot of stuff, but it's pretty blatant. that they know that they're the only services around here. But, well. Okay, so you're gonna try to kind of missile strafe him from the back. Go far away. Try to get him again. Just do a bunch of hit and runs here. Eventually. Oof. So, yeah. And I guess I technically don't have anything else going on today, so this is cool too. Alright, they should be able to just outrange this thing. Drop a missile on him. Probably pull off to the side. Like maybe run out here, circle around. Get a lock on at range. Get close, fire again. Something like that, probably. We'll call this strategy mode, you know? It's very eventual. Or maybe molasses mode. Or ideal mode. Hyper-perception mode. Come on. Touch cones! You know, that sexy cone action going. Okay, so that should be one right there. Let's see what your lock-on speed is for the second one. You're probably going to get impacted before you have lock-on. You know what, actually just peel off and maybe let the F-16s deal with this. Because with that much gas, I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. Or for that matter, screw it. You know what? He's already almost locked on. Might as well get that second one going. Yeah, do something like that, and then probably eat the missiles, take some damage, but avoid the close-range gun. Well, that first missile has barely even gone anywhere. Two, one. Fire? First one's gonna hit him, but hopefully the second one won't. Yeah, wow, that barely did anything, actually. Okay. Here comes the second one. Yeah, he's gonna get right into that cone there. Shouldn't have waited. Well, at the very least, we can see how much these torpedoes do. Wait, did that actually miss? Nice. Wow, that missed too. How about that? So I guess they must have a really... Oh, wow, this actually might finish him. No crap. Oh, please do. Holy crap, that actually worked. Without any... Wow, almost no damage. Alright, alright. Yeah, Foxtrots are pretty incredible at this point, huh? Like, granted, they could do this whole thing in like 2 seconds in base game, but still. They fired both of theirs, they still have 2 more available. They could potentially, if they still had gas, go and do the same thing to another one, as soon as it finishes crashing into the ground. And it looks like we have comments on one of the ACAI arenas. About one of the fights with the Siege Otter. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised, that it took so long for more people to start looking at the AI arena. Because honestly, like, not to do the whole tooting your own horn thing, but it's a pretty fun project. Like, you'd think there would have been more submissions to that thing. Because, like, the whole idea is really, if you've ever watched Robot Wars or something like that, it's like that, but with a set rule set. Like, you have a set amount of parts that can be done, and you have a whole bunch of different arenas, and it's all AI based. You don't have to have people piloting anything. Which, granted, you know, if there was a whole... Okay, I should probably explain. So the AC community is very, very obnoxiously prone to toxicity. Like, to the point where I've seen probably 3 versions of the quote-unquote, like, main friggin' thing. Like, on, like, whether it's a Discord, whether it's, you know, a forum, whether it's whatever else. It's been the same thing every single time that one guy comes in, they'll just be a complete douchebag from start to finish, but then, like, suck up to somebody, like, with admin status or something like that, right? And they'll come in and they will repeatedly harass people up until they're caught, and then that admin guy doesn't want to do anything to them because this is their friend. And that happens over and over and over and over and over, to the point where, like, there's almost nothing left of that community. I mean, this was a series that's been around for like 2 decades now. It's got a crap load of sequels. It's got a crap ton of potential and everything else. And yeah, its western side is all but dead at this point. Because just it only ever takes one guy. And it's the strangest thing. Anyway, let me see if reloading this thing will solve our bullet time issues. Nope. It's still doing it. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Sharon, assist please! Because I don't know what I broke. But, like, okay, just recently, right? This was a few months ago. There was this guy that was around for a really long time and seemingly was putting out interesting content and things like that. And for whatever reason, decides that he really doesn't like one particular community member. So he starts going through, finding all his videos, downvoting them, you know, opening up separate accounts, going after him on those, writing insults against community members and whatever else. And this just continues on, over and over and over, for like months there, until finally he just decides to go and mute the guy and then try to ban him from Discord there. And like it took a couple people getting mad about the whole thing and tracking down the admin and everything to actually get him to stop the guy, not even kick him out. I think he finally lost his status over that, but Still, ever since that incident, there's pretty much nothing on that thing. It's just dead now. And that's happened over and over. Which is why I like... currently, there's 2 that are left that I know of that are reasonably surviving communities, and there's still only like a dozen or so in each one. Oh, crap, we got a night mission. Oh, friggity-doo-dah. Alright. Okay. That's fine. We've got a car. Here's what do. Everyone just pile out. Car's gonna look around for us. Okay, we got map edge. We got map edge. I missed the button on that one, and I apologize. Okay, so everyone else. Also, every time I hear that whole sound, it makes me think of Metal Gear Toast. Don't know who here would have seen it, but yeah. Okay. Let's get you guys over here. We're not going to be doing anything this first round. And just getting the car to look around. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. So we know that way is reasonably clear. So why don't we get you up that way? What about you? You get back inside, I think. I want F-51 and Flying Fix to be safe for as long as possible. Basically, they, or at least their equipment, have to make it all the way to the end because, well, those are the ones I'm expecting to, Oh, wow, that sounded fun. Oh, and we've got mind control going on. Okay. Oh, 200-round shotgun. That's handy. Okay, well, he's paralyzed. Actually, how long has this been going on? It's like 45 minutes or so. Alright. You know what? Let me... While it still hasn't crashed yet, and so, you know, kind of seems to be running still, let me go ahead and give it a pause right here, and we'll continue on next time. So, see you then.